I want to show you a surprising thing, but it's not a surprise, but it is real. I want to show you the reality about the growth. You get it? Today I have brought you these two things. I just want to explain to you something that you've been taking for granted, because I have talked so many times, over the bridge. I told you, my intention. It's not that I don't like um, um, local goats, no, but I love farming. I love local goats, but I look at the business aspect of this, of which I think all you goat farmers all over the world, you're looking at the business aspect. One Kenyan guy, I met him and I told him I do goat farming. He was really very surprised. He was very happy because what he told me he was majoring in, he was trying to fidget and see how he can maneuver in farming. He was doing his other business, but he wanted to go into a business that can work for him. He was doing horticulture, and I showed him the business of goat farming. He was really very happy over that, but he told me, Hamis, however much you breed the animals, the end point is slaughter. Then I told him the status of our country, that we have many goats, I will not deny that, but most of them are still locals. What are the impacts of you people having more locals than the hybrids? Here is the gist that I want you people to look at by your eyes. You know me, I always teach you things physically, by your eyes. I do not want to explain to you because we've got many um, theories, we've got many books to read, but I want you to also look at this practical part of this kind of business. And this is what I'm bringing always. The reason why you see me not commenting on a lot of things, not doing a lot of things, I want you to see, understand it by yourself. Not me telling you a story that this is what I do, this is no. I want you to understand the concept. So here we are, we have two animals. This guy, this guy, surprisingly, he came from South Africa very soon to infuse more genes in my animals. Not because that I didn't have the pures, but I have the pures. But I've been selling to many people all over the world, all over the country, East Africa. So I needed to add in more genes. You get it? So my issue is to show you the difference between the local in terms of growth rate. Leave alone the characteristics. I've handled that many times, but I want to handle the practical part of it. I've done many videos like this, but today I want to also add you on this. This goat you see is our typical local Chitanga. It is I think out of local Muvende, but still, if you look at the features, the ears are really wider. So that means this goat has some blood of a boa, but of low percentage, like in 10% or 20%, because it still looks like a typical local. I want you to see this goat is pregnant. Could be pregnant of 2 months or 3 months. You get it? So anytime like in 3 months, it will be delivered. But when you look at this goat, let me put up this woman, and then you see this woman very well. Look at this woman. Its size, it's not bad, and I'm managing it under the same condition like the pure. But I want you to check the age, because I've many times explained to you that you people, most of the time, your local animals come on in 2 years, and produces in 2.5 years. And people say, Hamis, you don't like locals. This is here we are. So let's check for dentition. I think you do remember. Each pair, this is a milk teeth and this is a milk teeth too, but it's also getting out. So this is a permanent pair, and this is also another permanent pair. But remember, I told you an animal brings a pair like this when it is 1 year or 14 months maximum. So if we say this is 1 year and this is 2 years, or if we say this is 14 months, that is 1 year and 2 months, and then this is another year and 2 months. So that means this goat could be around 24 months. That's almost 2 years. You get it? So if we count 1 year, this is 2 years flat, but it could be in 2.5 years possibly. Look at its size. You get it? Even if you go into the business sense and somebody is giving us, let's say I think 200,000 or something. Let's say they are giving us 200,000 in those years. If it is 200,000 as the pay, the net pay for this animal, minus the cost of investment. You know, the cost, I always talk about the cost of vaccination, the cost of deworming, the cost of the worker. So every year I spend over 20,000 when I've done all the proper vaccination and everything. So this we have to reduce it. That it is 2 years. That means we have to reduce the 40,000, which is the 2 years cost. So that means we have balance of 160,000 times. Let's say if we have 100 goats, flock of this kind, times 100. Me, I believe in selling in quantities. Let's say we are selling for slaughter, and we are selling 100 of that. Or a farmer started with that number of animals, 100, and after 2 years, this is, or 2.5 years, this is what we have. But let's take a caution of 2 years. So times 100, that means we have 16 million. If you have 16 million in 2 years, just out of 100 goats, divide by the number of months to know what is your monthly pay. So divide by 24 months. Those are 2 years. Okay? So that means if I do this kind of animals, I'll be getting 666. So that's the money as a monthly pay. You're better than somebody who sits in office. Let's also look at this guy. This guy is a pure boa. I think you can see him. He's a pure boa. You can look at him very well, and his length and the height. So this guy, I want us to check the well we have checked that animal. We know its years. Then after knowing its years, we again do the simple calculation. You see what I was showing you? These are all milk teeth. And this is the permanent pair. If it is not 14 months, it is 12 months. So we decided to take 1 year. That is 12 months. So if this guy is 1 year, look at his size, look at his weight. What could be the possible cost of this guy? Let's say on the local market, they are giving us, let's say 500,000, you know, for slaughter. So the other one is older than this by 1 year or 1.5 years. But look, if it's in front, you can't even see the other one. But let's do a simple calculation. If we are selling this animal at 500,000 minus the cost of the year, the cost will still stay the same, which is 20,000. We have a balance of 480. Then times, let's say we have a stock of 100. So times 100, that is 48 million. Divided by 1 year, which is 12 months. You see how I'm making 1 million? Do you know why it is 1 million? Because this guy is a hybrid and its growth rate is very, very big. So that means if we remove the 666, listen, I have a difference of almost 3 million plus something. So if you're getting 600 and I'm getting 4 millions, you people, you will hardly find me. What is the sense into this? Is doing hybrid. Let me tell you one thing. Bring this woman here. In few words, this woman is older than this by 2 years. Sorry, by 1 year. And this guy you see is younger than this one by 1 year. But look at the size. Under the same condition, under the same money. People, I want you to compare this. I want you to have sense in your brains that however much you need the local animals, they are really very good and very important to our animals. But if you're doing business, this is how we can compare ourselves. It's rather you take the local or you take the hybrid. Me, I have showed you that. The reason why I've done that, I wanted you to have the comparison between the local farming and hybrid farming. Thank you very much. Let me just wish you the best. Hope you get some sense into it.